Along with the release of Apple's new MacBook Pro lineup comes LG's new UltraFine displays. These new Thunderbolt 3 exclusive displays boast the highest resolutions available along with IPS panels. The 21.5-inch version gets 4K resolution, whereas the 27-inch gets 5K. Neither of them have physical buttons, meaning they are fully controlled by your MacBook. The 2016 MacBook Pros sport one of the best displays on the market, and the LG's 4K monitor matches the brightness, contrast, and colors perfectly. And they both cover 99% of the DCI-P3 color space. They also have built-in speakers, and the audio feed is transferred from your MacBook through a single USB-C cable along with the video feed and charging. Right out of the box, the stand is already connected to the screen, which may not sound like a huge deal, but the benefit is a much more solid structure. The base of the stand is essentially a solid piece of metal, which in turn means it won't wobble like many others can when something shakes your desk. In terms of adjustability, you can adjust height and tilt the screen vertically and horizontally, but it can't swivel. Also, disconnecting the stand is as easy as hitting a switch, so you can mount it onto a VESA-compliant arm using the included cover. If you're like me and prefer a clean and simple design, then you'll love this monitor. It sports a matte black look all around. The screen is glossy, which is great for showing off that sharp 4K detail and matching your MacBook Pro, but it can also show reflections easier, which personally has never been an issue for me as the screen gets really bright. Moving to the back, you're greeted with 4 USB-C ports, one of which supports Thunderbolt 3, which connects to your MacBook Pro to provide video and audio feeds while also charging your MacBook. Even more impressive is the ability to connect other devices through the remaining 3 USB-C ports and have it all connected to your MacBook Pro with a single cable. We set up our monitor with a 4TB external drive, then used a couple of USB-C to USB-A adapters to connect a headphone amplifier and also a USB hub. All of the devices instantly showed up on our MacBook. One surprise is the 3 USB-C ports are only capable of USB 2 speeds, so external hard drives will be much slower through the monitor than plugged directly to your Mac. Our 4TB drive was about 3 times slower, and faster hard drives or SSDs will be bottlenecked even more. Our suggestion is to use the hub for accessories that don't need really fast speeds. We weren't expecting much from the internal speakers, as most monitor speakers are of poor quality, but the LGs blew us away. The new 15-inch MacBook has likely the loudest and best sounding speakers of any laptop, but the LG monitor speakers were much louder and had great mids and lows. Even though the MacBook did fare better with higher frequencies, the LG's built-in speakers are really impressive and definitely worth using. If you prefer a desktop setup while at home, another great feature is the ability to plug in your MacBook Pro, set it aside, and use a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. Your USB devices instantly connect and you can get that workstation feel all while charging your MacBook Pro. Using both is another option which is great for productivity. For example, throw your video or photo feed on the high-resolution external display while keeping all of your editing controls on your MacBook Pro's display. It's also great for multitasking. Stream video to your external display while surfing the web on your MacBook Pro. One thing to keep in mind is you do need to eject any connected storage devices before unplugging your MacBook from the display, or else you'll run the risk of corruption or errors on your drives. If you're thinking of going for the 5K version, here are some differences. The 27-inch 5K display has 56% more pixels than the 21.5-inch 4K, but both have around the same pixels per inch. The 4K has an 8-bit display, while the 5K has a 10-bit, so it can display finer gradations. The 4K version supplies 60 watts of charging power compared to 85 watts for the 5K, so the larger monitor will charge your MacBook faster. The 3 USB-C outputs on the 5K support USB 3 speeds, whereas the 4Ks only support USB 2 speeds, which really limit the use of external drives. The 5K also comes with a built-in camera and microphone. If you can spare the extra cash and don't mind the larger size, we would definitely go for the 5K version, but nevertheless, the new LG UltraFine 4K display is a great companion to your new MacBook Pro. For more reviews, news, and analysis, go to AppleInsider.com and subscribe to Apple Insider on YouTube.